Welcome back to Restore Thrive, guys. Today we are continuing our bridging series. So we previously did a video on the basic bridge, the common compensation patterns that we see, and tips on how to do that correctly. That's a double leg bridge. That's great, but most of our clients need to quickly progress into a single leg bridge. And this is a great warm-up before sports, before walking, running, lunging, things like that, because in life we step, we lunge, we are doing single leg activities. And so being able to isolate and fire one leg at a time is very helpful. Typically people have one side that is weaker, so it's good to kind of piece that out and train both sides at a time, or both sides individually. So what I'm gonna have Yvonne do is hold one leg up to her chest. And so this is kind of the basic way to start. There are lots of progressions to this. You guys might have seen people hold the leg, relax for a second, out like this. That's fine too. This is harder. People may hold like this, not using their hands. That's fine. But we usually start our clients holding up like this because they're just getting their pelvis to lock in place. And now we can focus on using this hip solely. So when she lifts, we talked about this in our double leg bridge video, but we want this knee angle to be about 45 degrees, maybe even a little bit less, because that is going to help her isolate her hip a little bit more. And that is the muscle group that we are focused on, your glutes. So the other thing is we want her to think about a tripod foot. So equal weight through her heel, her little toe, and her big toe. We don't want her to push only through her toes because she will just feel this here. If she lifts her foot and only goes through her heel, she may kick on her hamstrings too much. Again, this is primarily a glute exercise. So tripod foot. And then Yvonne, I'm gonna have you go ahead and lift straight up. And when she does this, I should not see her yanking her other leg towards her chest. We see that a lot with our clients, and then they don't feel this through the hip they're working. Go ahead and come on down. They feel this in their SI joint or in their back or in the front of this hip, and they pinch that hip. So make sure you're not yanking your other leg forward. This position stays there. Again, it's just meant to set your pelvis so we can focus on the side that you're actually working. So Yvonne, go ahead and lift back up again. Her back looks great. I don't see her tilting her pelvis backwards. That is another compensation that we can see sometimes, and we don't want to see that. We want to see her lifting straight up through her hip. Come on down. You'll hold a few seconds. You'll come down with control like she is, and you can come back up. I usually recommend 3 sets of 10 for each leg. This is often done in a warm-up circuit where you're going to do this leg, another exercise, and go back. And you'll do 3 sets of all of those. So Yvonne, go ahead and switch legs. Same thing on the other side. We do not want to see a pelvic tilt backwards. Her back stays nice and stable, and she's going to lift straight through her right hip now. Good. Come on down. Now, when she does this, she may feel a stretch in the front of her leg. That is okay as long as she still feels the glute activate. So little quick tips. Sometimes if people are so tight through the front of their thigh and through the front of their hip and they do this, regardless of great technique, they can't get that glute to fire. In that case, reach out to us. That's a good time to get that front of the hip more stretched out first, because you're not gonna be able to activate that glute well if that front of the hip is too tight. So quick little tip there, but let us know if you have questions, give us one a try, or find us at restorethrive.com.